Good evening, everyone. Happy Friday evening to all of you. This is awesome. We didn't even realize that this week is just came to end. And we just talked 5 days before. Every day we're talking about one leadership insight, and we didn't realize that we come to the end of the week. And I strongly believe that whatever you started this week with that planning and what that target you targeted for, you achieve those by this Friday evening. And some of you might be already started going back to home and planning for the long weekend you have, and some of you still there in the office tweaking that last bits to ensure that everything will be okay and everything is good, and you go peacefully at home and enjoy your weekend. So I just want you to find quick 10-15 minutes, because today's topic again is going to help you to build your in high income leadership career. And I'm going to again uncover one of some of the things which we do not really learn in our education, and we but what actually required at in our real life workplaces. Okay, so before I go into the topic, I would like to quickly introduce myself. There are very few, there are new people in this. I can see there every time the new people join to this live talk. So I quickly introduce myself. I'm Tushar Chaudhary. I'm a leadership coach for project managers, and I help the mid-career, mid-senior project managers or project professionals who are stuck in their career right now. You actually done more than 12, 15, 20 plus years of experience. You have fantastic experience in terms of your domain. You understand your domain in depth. You become a subject matter expert, technically very strong, and somewhere this is actually causing you not to grow in your career into leadership career, because the people who are in your organization at the top level, they see you as someone who likes to do the technical stuff. They see you someone who is only task focused person. They see you, they don't see you as a strategic leader. They see you just an executioner or delivery person. So this is where I help you guys to break this, overcome this perception, how overcome and break this trap, and also help you to create your influence in such a way that the people at the top see you as a strategic leader. So I help you to build your influence ecosystem where you operate on daily basis with your leadership core values. And so you don't need to find motivation every day. Okay, because you know your north star, and you're working on that north star on daily basis. Okay, that's what I help you to achieve, to put you into that leadership pathway where you operate on daily basis with the highest potential. Okay, that's about me. Now let's go into the topic. So today's topic again is very important topic for all those people who wants to grow into high income leadership. Okay, so I want to ask you something. Tell me, how many of you feel that you are skilled, you are experienced, you are delivering consistently, but still your income is not growing in the way you expected? Now here is the uncomfortable truth I would like to share with you. See, your skill increases your capability, and but your influence multiplies your income. And today I want to talk about this particular shift, to move from that skill focused mindset to influence focused mindset. Okay, so today's topic is why influence multiplies your income. Okay, so I would like to share with you a hidden reality here. See, most professionals believe, including me also, I used to believe that if I improve my skills, my income will grow. But in reality, something else really matters. And when I talk about skills, most of us talk about the technical skills, certification, and X, Y, and Z, all those technical things. But in reality, something else matters more. And this is something I come to know when I read this book called Influence, where Cialdini, the author Cialdini, explained that people who can influence decisions or behavior or outcomes, they create more value. Yesterday's topic was about creating value, and this is again. So when you focus on creating value, it help you to build your influence. So influence grows not just from what you do, but from how many people moved because of you. How many people lifted because of you. I'll tell you a real workplace example from my project experiences. I was working on one of the projects. We had two project managers. The first one was highly skilled, technically strong, very knowledgeable. The second one had average technical skills, but he could facilitate the meetings. He could lead those meetings and bring them to the conclusion. He was influencing people, stakeholders. He was aligning the team. He was driving those brainstorming sessions. In meetings, the first PM shared the information, but the second PM he influenced the outcomes. So at the end, what happened? The first PM was just respected at the organization level, but the second PM was rewarded and also considered for leadership position. So this was a big lesson for me. Skills make you capable, but influence makes you valuable. Is that a bulb on moment for you? So please type yes in the comment section. Now, there's a leadership insight behind this, and I would like to expose that to you. And I also want you to read this book, To Sail is a Human by Daniel Pink. Now, Daniel Pink, who is the author of the book, the famous book called Drive, Daniel explained in this book, The To Sail is Human, that everyone is a business of moving others. Daniel Pink explained in this book that everyone is in the business of moving others, not selling products, not but moving people, to take action, to make decisions, to align with the direction. So if you cannot move people, your impact remains your impact remains limited. Do you agree with me? Yeah. Please type yes in the comment section. If you are leading the people and if the people are not moving up the ladder, or if they not feel that they are being transformed, then that leadership is not sustainable. The people will not follow you. That is, there is no impact there. So this is another a quick check of your leadership, is that whether people who are working with you, are they feeling winning with you, or are they feeling losing with you. If you're not able to give them the next version of their your people, if they cannot see the next version of themselves with you, then I don't think they will stay with us for long. Okay. So the deeper reality I would like to share with you is, again, to understand the deeper reality of this topic, I want you to read another book called High Output Management. And the author of this book is Andrew Groove. Andrew explained that managers' value is measured by output of their team, not their individual efforts. That is called influence. See, when your decisions and communications improve the output of others, your value multiplies. Do you agree with me? Yeah. So now the question is, how can you move and shift yourself towards this output oriented, the leadership where people get moved, okay? They feel transformed. I would like to share with you three practical shifts which will help you there on daily basis. The first shift is, I want you to shift your mindset of this just completing the work or doing the task to straight away work on people to move. Okay, many of us would like to go and working on that the nitty gritties of the task. Okay, completing the report, completing the deliverable, writing that code or something like that. I want you to come out of that mode now and work on the people, move them so that they can complete their task and they feel that they have achieved something. So my question to just ask yourself is, how many people take action because of you? That defines your influence. Okay, that's the shift number one. Shift number two, from I want you to move from that uh, like a news reporter sharing or an information sharing approach to involving people for making decisions and driving them towards it. So don't just present the data, present the slides, or present the updates. I want you to participate in decision making, guide the decisions, facilitate the meetings, take a initiative. If there's a conflict, take a initiative to solve that conflict, take initiative to bring people in brainstorming sessions and finalize where which way we should go together. Okay. So, and when someone asks you that how can we proceed further, you should able to give them some recommendation. Here is what I recommend. This is what I call you're making some decisions. You're driving people to make a decision. That's a shift number two. Shift number three. I want you, many of us, I think, in the last so many topics I discussed, many of us are into this trap of individual contribution. Okay, because our technical works actually sometimes not allowing us to collaborate with people. We focus on the task so much that we become obsessed of completing that one. And I call this as an individual contributor. I want you to move that, come out of that individual contribution mode to multiplying the impact mode. This is again identity shift for all of you. See, if you see yourself as someone who only delivers the work, you will stay limited. But if you see yourself someone who drives the outcomes through people, your influence grows. Okay. So I want you to take care of these three shifts which I shared with you. And now we reach to the end of this topic. So I would like to share with you one more powerful thought is that your income is not directly linked to how hard work you're doing. It linked with how many hours you it linked to how many hours you spend. Okay. Your income is not directly linked to either of these, how hard you work and how many hours you spend. It linked to how much value you create and how much influence you have. So because influence multiplies everything. So just ask yourself, am I just working or am I influencing people? That question transform your career. Now, if this message connected with you, I want you to comment influence below. And just, in case you're struggling with this or you want to really understand how I can move towards that influence career, that is where my leadership coaching comes into picture. I help you to build that influence ecosystem where on daily basis you operate to your core leadership values. That where you don't have to find the motivation on daily basis. It's what actually you who you are and you're presenting to the world. And then you working towards your north star on daily basis. And obviously to help people to move, those who are with you, they should feel transformed. That's how the influence is built up. And if you're really looking for such a kind of career to be developed, I want you to book one-to-one with me. There's a link in the comment section, or if you go to my LinkedIn profile, there is a book an appointment. Okay. Or on Sunday at 10 a.m., you can join my Project Leadership Mastery webinar where I'm going to decode you three-step formula, which is called TAL, where I want to talk about how can you build your trust, how can you build your authority, how can you build your legacy in the organization where you're working. Okay. So that you can move into the leadership roles. Okay. So link is there in the comment section. So that's it for today. I'm going to sign off today from Bangalore. This is your leadership coach Tushar Chaudhary. I'll see you again tomorrow with one more leadership insight to help you gain high income leadership career. So until that moment, implement whatever we learned. Okay, book an appointment with me, for there's a link in the comment section, and join my webinar on Sunday 10 a.m. Project Leadership Mastery. Okay, until that moment, take care of yourself. God bless you.